Darth Plagueis the Wise was the Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful, so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians. Use the midichlorians to create life. He has such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. Well, at least according to Palpatine. Darth Plagueis the Wise was a male Moon Dark Lord of the Sith, and heir to the lineage of Darth Bane, trained by Darth Tenebrous. I think I got that name right. Plagueis mastered the art and science of midichlorian manipulation. Obsessed with eternal life, he experimented ways to cheat death and create a new life from the midichlorians. In his public use as Master Hugo Damask II of the Intergalactic Bakey clan, Darth Plagueis backed the rise and fall of certain star systems, businesses, and crime lords, earning him the many enemies and putting the Galactic Republic in utter turmoil. Now, I'm just going to go and create a... There's a big theory going around that Darth Plagueis the Wise might have had a hand in the birth of Anakin Skywalker, since it was said he could influence the midichlorians to create life. And Anakin had an abnormal amount of midichlorians in him. So I'm like, yeah, they could have just shown the Force in a creative way, but okay, but this also adds intrigue and a mystery to it that was actually never solved. That Darth Plagueis may have created Anakin, like from what I gathered from the Darth Plagueis book. I've never read it, but I looked it up and looked around about it. That he didn't like we never see Anakin Skywalker's mother appear in the book, but it's indicated from various sources that he may have kidnapped Shima Skywalker and impregnated her with enough midichlorians to create life, from what I've gathered. But that's like the biggest theory everyone's saying. Like Darth Plagueis might be Anakin's father, technically, and especially considering the fact that he also trained Palpatine, the Sith Lord who finally achieved Darth Bane's plan of taking out the Republic, which I will cover in another video. But Darth Plagueis was one of the wisest Sith Lords. Cut down Master as part of the Rule 2 system, and he was also looking into the Sith Emperor of the post-Great Hyperspace War. He was interested, how did he achieve immortality? He was trying to figure out how he did it, and along with that, he took in Palpatine later on, and let's just say, he traveled to Naboo to inspect the situation for himself, and then he met Palpatine. And then he knew him more, and later on took him as his apprentice to eventually learn how to wield the negative side of the Force, to pretty much learn how to do the Rule 2 system and all this other stuff. And Palpatine had his own ambitions of, like Darth Plagueis simply trusted Palpatine at this point, around episode 1, with his life. He trusted him completely. Big mistake. And, here's what happened. He made his first public appearance in years, along with a rare appearance with Senator Palpatine during the election. They attended a premiere of an experimental Mon Calamari piece of the Galaxy's Opera House together. After the performance, the two Sith Lords retired in his penthouse in Cadia Spires, building to celebrate Palpatine's upcoming success. There, Sidious filled Plagueis with wine while rehearsing the acceptance speech he would soon deliver before the Senate. Watching Plagueis become increasingly intoxicated, Sidious waited patiently until his master fell asleep before unleashing a torrent after torrent of Sith lightning upon him, basking in the moon's agony as he slowly tortured his master to death. Wow, a sick bastard, Palpatine. And here's the craziest thing that happened. After Plagueis died, Palpatine had felt a shift in the Force, like that anointed him the sole agent of the dark side, along with Darth Maul, but he didn't know Darth Maul was killed at this point. So yeah, he also violated the rule of two. But here's the thing. He also experienced a sensation of sadness and loss in the Force. Sidious initially feared that the cause of this unease was a sign that his master's experiments had succeeded after all, that Plagueis' spirit had somehow survived earthly destruction and will return at any moment to exact his vengeance on his tenacious apprentice. However, after learning of Darth Maul's apparent death at the hands of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Naboo, Sidious dismissed his concerns, deciding that this was the true cause of the feeling of loss he experienced. So there's a chance Sidious may have actually cared about Plagueis, like as much as Plagueis cared about him. So that's a sense of humanity still left in Palpatine a bit. But he's trying to dismiss it like, nah, I didn't care about Plagueis. Maybe I did. In the morning, he was elected Supreme Chancellor. Wow. Just, wow, what a dark way to go out for Darth Plagueis the Wise. And especially one day later, your apprentice is the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. You couldn't have trained a darker apprentice. But, I'm curious, but I am mostly curious to know, is he Anakin Skywalker's unofficially father by creating him with the midichlorians, experimented on his mother, and, left her to die somewhere when he thought the experiment was a failure? That's certainly most likely it. That's my best guess of how it happened. And I wonder how the council would feel if they heard that Plagueis had, that Dark Lord of the Sith created Anakin. They already distrusted him enough beforehand. Imagine what would have happened if they known Plagueis might have created Anakin. Anakin was already on the verge wanting to leave the Jedi Order by the time the war was nearly over. What's stopping him from leaving now? Something tells me the Jedi Council were trying to hide it, he doesn't need to know this. He's too rash and inexperienced about this. But, yeah. But we'll never know the truth. Okay, this was Neo Reality and Tuna. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.